Okay, well, we have 2 routes left to go. I mean, technically 3. There's a normal route, quote unquote, but you know, that's just the boring, you're indecisive, so you don't get a girl route. But in both routes, the first 3 options are the same, which is the continue the test with Shikibe, the check out Nijo-san in her bikini, you know, and don't bother, because why would you want to compliment your sister outside of her route? That doesn't make sense. The only difference, the only difference between the two here is that we choose to go to Mayu. Who would have guessed that between the 2 girls that I have left, between Mayu and Mitsukasa-san, that I have to go to Mayu to do her route. Who would have guessed? Anyway, let's go. I mean, you know, it's just the same old, same old. I don't think there's anything different in the routes. Now I wonder who we're going to go for. I wonder if we're doing Mayu's route so that we can choose Mayu. I wonder. But a little bit of a twist there. Both Mayu and Ayase routes, you have to go for Mayu. So the only difference between Mayu and Ayase is who you go to first. For some reason, I don't really get it. I mean, going to Ayase, I mean, gives you an extra option of going somewhere else to eat or whatever, but that's like the only other difference, I guess. So enough stalling. Mayu senpai. Guess I'll go around. Guess I'll go walk around for a bit. Well, I guess this is the definitive way to find out if you got it right. Hi, Mayu senpai. What are you doing out here? All by yourself? Were you actually practicing making the dishes? Ah, right. Okonomiyaki and yakisoba sit in your stomach for a while, and the sweet dishes themselves contain quite a lot of butter and sugar. I mean, like, if it's your room... You didn't hear me say that. Why would I be out here if that's what I was trying to do? Am I really? Well, it's nothing. I was just feeling kind of restless, but I decided to walk around the dorm since I summoned, see if that helped. Yes, I mean... Wait, hold up. Despite the fact that she asked me if I wanted to, She drags me up she dragged me up the stairs entirely against my will. The first floor to the second to the third and finally to the fourth. Hey, what are you doing? Guys aren't allowed on the girls' floor this late.
緊急措置。話したいことがあるから今はいいの。
Right. I'm not sure it works that way. Maybe if she was the door manager, but she's not. I can't make a fuss, otherwise I risk someone coming out and seeing us. And imagine all the rumors that spread. Oh, that'd be such a disaster. I definitely don't want those to spread. So I decide to comply and follow Mayu senpai to her room. Are you gonna explain what this is all about now? I sure hope you didn't drag me all the way here to tease me and blackmail me again.
違うよ。もっと真面目な話がしたいの。
Oh.
ねえ、何か変なこと考えてない？
Ah, is it stupid as in what? What are you even talking about?
詳しいことを聞かれると答えられないんだけど、その表情が気になるんだよ。
Damn.
その顔はなんだか昔を思い出す。
You mean at the orphanage?
施設を抜け出して何かと騒動を起こしてた頃と似てる気がする。
You're just overthinking it.
本当に？でも、ならその怖い顔は？
Just the nerves, you know. Tomorrow's the big day and all. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I've all worked so hard these past few weeks. Why would I risk ruining everything? I was a selfish brat back then, and I've since learned better. I promise you.
それならいいんだけど。
Still, I sense that she's not fully convinced. She wraps her arms around my head and pulls me towards her, like she did that one time. Yes, we get to see it again!
いいからね。
My favorite Mayu CG, because this is the only one we have at the moment. Are you seriously doing this again? I told you not to do this. You look like some sort of sexual pervert.
だから知女はひどいって。私は安心させてあげたいだけなのに。
Yes, and I'm not a little kid. You don't just do these things to people. I thought you learned your lesson.
そのことはちゃんと覚えてるよ。それでも、こうしたくなるぐらい、サトルくんの雰囲気が怖かったから。
Is the resemblance really that striking? I don't think I'm anywhere near as short-tempered as I was back then. But maybe she's onto something. Maybe I'm not thinking straight right now.
何か心配事があるなら聞くから、お姉さんの胸で泣いていいんだよ。
The only thing on my mind is titty.
よしよし。
Can you please stop treating me like a little kid? I swear it's just the nerves. Why would I even want to cry?
それならいいんだけど。
In fact, you startled me so much with this move that I'm not even nervous anymore. So could you please let go of me now?
わかった。
Jeez.
あ、本当に緊張が吹き飛んだんだね。よかった。
Huh?
眉間のシワが消えてるよ。効果は抜群だ。
Yeah, thanks.
どう？眠れそう？もしまだ緊張してるなら、追加のおかわりするかい？
No, thank you.
遠慮しなくてもいいんだよ。
Look, that's not why I said no.
遠慮じゃなくて何？
if you hug me anymore, I will get restless for different reasons.
それってつまりは
Don't look at me like that.
あ若い男の子は元気だね
Oh, give me a break. Honestly, I think you need to learn the meaning of the word modesty.
しっけーなそれぐらいはちゃんと持ってるよ誰から構わずこんなことしないお姉さんはそんなビッチじゃありませんそれに気軽に抱きしめたつもりもないよさっきのサトルくんはそうさせるぐらい怖かったってこと
Sorry.
いいよ気にしないで一緒に喫茶店をやる仲間なんだから明日は頑張ろうね
Yeah, let's do it.
ああおかえりサトルくん
Oh. Really? Nice. Yeah, no, you just start right off. That you start off during the school festival. Yeah, okay. My senpai, first to notice me, greets me as I return to the pool. Sorry I was gone so long.
休憩がてらってことだったんだからその辺は大丈夫だよトイレにしては長かったけどサボり
Look, I was doing a good thing. Not what you're thinking, though. Oh, not exactly. I got a bit curious and decided to check out some of the fair. Sorry.
気持ちはわかるけどね済んだことは仕方ないその分しっかり働くこと
I will. Anyways, now that I'm back, someone else can take their break.
そうだねじゃあサトルくんそこのそれ何
Look down at where she's pointing. There's a noticeable red stain on part of my clothes. A blood stain. Shit. Must have been during the scuffle.
まさかサトルくん
No, nothing happened. It's not what you're thinking. I just got some ketchup on me while I was eating a hot dog. I turned my body away to hide from her sight. Thanks for pointing it out, though. I didn't notice. I'll wash it off later.
うん
I hurriedly walk off to the changing room. I wasn't injured any, and the only thing on my mind was getting back as soon as possible, so it seemed I overlooked this. I think I should be safe, though. I doubt the average person can tell a bloodstain apart from a normal one. Yeah, but Mayu's not normal. She is a scientist.
いや、ごまかせたと思うじゃダメだ。
I report my conversation with Mayu senpai that night just to be on the safe side, and my dad's first impression is to chide me.
ちゃんと確認しろ。
So I have to actually confirm that she doesn't think it's a bloodstain.
疑われていて、それを学院側に報告されてはいないかまでだ。
Is that really necessary?
おいおい、相手は学生でありながら研究にも関わっているという特殊な立場にいる人間なんだぞ。
Oh, right.
だろう。つまり当然、その発言の信頼度は他の学生とは違う。
I will say the progression on the hierarchy essentially has been going up. Starting from Nanami, who basically had no authority, who Saki, who also had no authority, but you know, had a bit more of a reputation, right? To Hazuki, how am I forgetting his names? Which is a dorm manager, right? So she's got a bit of power. To Mayu, who is a researcher, so she's got a lot more. Her words carry a lot more weight to them. And then you've got ISA, who's not only the student council president, but is essentially like the face of Astrals in Washizu City. pretty interesting route progression I have here. Yeah, he's right.
今日の俺たちの取り物は、学院側には不審者を発見した私服警察官の突入と通達されてはいる。当然、学生であるお前が現場にいたことも伏せてある。が、そこにそんな立場の人間からそんな報告を受けたらどうなる？
Police had to have known I was involved, which means they deliberately chose not to tell the school. In other words, if the school were to learn about my involvement, that would spell trouble for the police. The school would likely suspect me of being an undercover investigator of theirs who assumed a false identity in order to enroll into the academy. So, at worst, the school might begin to suspect the involvement of some outside organization.
そうだ。無論それで即座に突破までたどり着くことはないにしても、少なくともお前が今後学院側からマークされるのは確実だ。そうなったら、俺はお前たちを引き上げさせる以外になくなる。違うか？
Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry. I'll try to get confirmation as soon as I can.
と言っても、今日はもう無理だろう。時間も時間だ。無理をして動いて、より疑われてもかなわん。自然な形で明日、接触を図る。
Will do. I'll report the results to you tomorrow.
わかった。その時には、こちらも今日の成果で何かしらそっちに通達できるはずだ。
Okay, I'll talk to you later. I end the call and clench my teeth in frustration. I hate to admit, but he's damn right. This could be bad. Not to mention I didn't sternly warn her like I did that time with Mitsukasa-san. During that encounter, I made sure she knew my identity must be kept a secret. But I neglected to do so with Mayu-senpai. Actually, on second thought, that wasn't even the problem. How did it completely slip my mind? I knew Mayu-senpai was an important student within the school, so I should have been more prudent. And now I have to wait till tomorrow before I can set about fixing my screw up. I wish I could do something about it now. I can't enter the girls' floor at this hour, and it wouldn't make sense to call her to ask something like this. I just have to hope my ketchup excuse fooled her. I mean, it didn't. It probably won't. But, you know, she trusts you enough, right? That's my theory.
一応実験してみたけど、ケチャップじゃやっぱりああいうシミにはならない。
I told you, Mayu isn't normal. She knows what blood looks like.
となると、血だったんだよね、あれ。サトルくんに怪我はなかったみたいだけど。ケチャップなんてごまかしたってことは、サトルくんには血がつくような心当たりがあったってことで。それって、どうあれ、サトルくんが私には隠したかったんなら、
I told you, She won't rat you out.
こっちも詮索したら悪い。うん。やっぱりここで引いちゃダメだよね。となったらまずは
Unless? Nah.
リドルジョーカー。
I'm sure Mayu won't snitch. Today is a substitute holiday. That doesn't mean we're allowed to relax and waste the day away. Students that participated in the fair are going to be cleaning everything up today.
なんか昨日軽い喧嘩みたいなのがあったみたいですね。
ああ、それ僕も聞いた。アストラル嫌いの人が来てて、どっかでちょっと揉めてたとかなんとか。
My heart stopped for a second upon hearing yesterday's incident being brought up during breakfast. Dang, really? I had no idea.
それは残念なことだが、大したことにならなかったのならばよかった。しかし、惜しいことをした気もするな。
なんでですか？
いや、布団にも少し思ってしまっただけだ。その揉め事を起こした者も、我々の店に来ていれば、アストラル能力を見直したかもしれないのに、などと。
No, look, Hazuki. In your route, you may have been able to change Kido's mind, but you'd be dealing with an adult in this instance, so I highly doubt you could change their views.
ですよね。もったいないことしましたよね、その人も。
昨日は本当に大盛況だったからな。返すよかった。
心配はいらなそうだね、サトルくん。
And not in response to Nanami's communicative glance. Jesus. It really was a stroke of fortune that they decided to eliminate me before doing anything else. What? The attack occurred at a time when there were no bystanders, and Dad's team sealed off the area before eventually apprehending them. A student witnessed the incident. Some definitely may have heard shouting or gunshots. Their guns were equipped with silencers, however, so even if anyone heard gunfire, they wouldn't be able to discern a sound. Okay, well, hence the rumors of a small scuffle.
その分、今日は後片付けが大変そうですけどね。
確かにな。だが仕方ない。プールで飲食物を出した以上、きちんと掃除しておかねば。というわけでみんな、もう一日力を合わせて頑張ろう。そのためにも朝はしっかり食べておかないとな。
What I'm most thankful for is the fact that nobody seems to have made the connection between my late return and the rumored scuffle. Well, with a few exceptions, of course.
スオー君はいつもしっかり朝食をとってる気もしますけど。
そうなんだけどね。今日はもう一品追加しようかななんて。
Well, you know, the only people who would be in the know is ISA and maybe Mayu. She's connecting the dots at this point in time. First exception being Mitsukasa-san. Well, also Nanami, but you know, I've already informed her of the attack yesterday. Considering she didn't chime in when talk of the rumor arose, I can take that she may I can take that to mean she's still going to keep my identity a secret. Which means the one I have to worry about is Mayu Senpai. All school researchers could very well have been informed about the police presence on campus yesterday. Since Mayu Senpai is a researcher, in addition to being a student, there's a distinct possibility that she made that connection already. And that bloodstain would only give her more reason to suspect me.
にしてもサトル、なんかそわそわしてない？
Yeah, everything's fine. I'm fine. I'm just kind of worried where Mayu Senpai is.
確かにそうだが。
Need to check with her stat. But it's the same scenario as last night. I can't do anything until she gets here. Really itching to just send her a call or a text. That might come across as a little weird.
ほらほらサトル、ちょうど来たみたいだよ。
Ah. I stand up from my seat the moment I spot her near the entrance. I'll be back.
え、まだ食べてる途中じゃない。
You can have it. I leave my seat and walk straight towards Mayu Senpai. Mayu Senpai. Look of surprise flashes across her face for a brief moment upon hearing me. But she quickly regains composure.
おはよう、サトルくん。
All my fears about to be proven true. Are my fears, not all.
いきなりだけど、少しいい？
She asked before I could. This is looking good. Hey, that rhymed. Sure.
じゃあ、来てくれるかな？
I follow after her, preparing myself for the inevitable at this point. After a short while, we arrive at her room. So, what do you need?
どうしても聞きたいことがあってね。人目のあるところじゃなんだから、わざわざ来てもらっちゃったんだけど。
I knew it. If she knows, then I probably need to be the one to make the first move. The worst case scenario, from my point of view, is having my identity and connection with the SFD exposed. So ideally, I have to get her to cooperate with me before that happens.
その、昨日ね。
Mayu Senpai. Hey. I abruptly grab her shoulders and stare straight into her eyes.
何？唐突にこんな。
Sorry, I kept this a secret from you.
サトルくん。
But believe this, if nothing else,
サトルくん。やっぱり。
Yeah,
やっぱり今でも血気盛んで、喧嘩に首突っ込んじゃったんだね。
Yeah. What?
もう。
Oh. Oomph. The reaction I had before wasn't the right one. My face is totally buried in her tits right now. Mayu Senpai.
まさかとは思ったけど、案の定なんて。しかも隠そうとしたってことは、後ろめたくは思ってるんでしょ？そうだよ、ダメだよ。そういうのはもうやめよう。お姉さんの顔に免じて、ね、サトルくん。
Okay, maybe she didn't come to the right conclusion, but this is better. Hold it. Wait, let me explain. I pry her arms off me, pull my face out of the depths of her breasts. God damn, that was dangerous. I nearly lost sight of my purpose because of that warm, soft, cushiony feeling. What are you talking about, violent tendencies?
だってサトルくん、昨日の休憩時間に喧嘩して帰ってきたんでしょ？
What?
それであんな血なんかつけてきて。ケチャップだってサトルくんは言ってたけど、あの後ちゃんと実験したの。ケチャップじゃあんなシミにはならないって。
She takes a cloth with a red stain on it and presents it in front of my eyes. That's right. The stain on my clothes was a dark red, whereas this one is much more lighter, closer to orange.
それで昨日揉め事があったでしょ。取り押さえるために警察官が立ち入ったっていうのも研究者のつてで聞いてる。その時間がちょうどサトルくんが外してた時間っていうのも。
She does have access to information most normal students don't, but her conclusions still went in a wildly different direction.
サトルくんのやんちゃがきっかけだったんでしょ。
No, I swear to God I didn't. So off the mark, it's not even funny. I mean, that's a good thing for me, but still.
本当は今でも尖ってて、昨日も密かに喧嘩に明け暮れてたとかじゃないの？
Now the real question is, do you reveal what actually happened so that Mayu may may unfortunately find out about some secrets that you would not want to reveal? Or do you want her to remain ignorant and think that it was because of your violent tendencies and not because some anti-astral organization was going after Mitsukasa? I say. Not getting into fights, will you listen to me?
だったら教えて、あのシミは何だったのか。サトルくんが本当は喧嘩して怪我しちゃってたのに、心配させないように黙ってたんだったら、私。
What do I even say? She's worried for me out of pure kindness. Sorry for lying to you, my senpai. Slowly the words came out. I'm relieved, just really, really relieved. Never should have suspected her to begin with. She worries for me because she knows who I was once. I can't even put into words how nice it feels for someone to care about you this much. But that's all the more reason why I need to keep my identity a secret from her. The guess was right. I was at the site of the scuffle yesterday. Don't jump to conclusions. I didn't start anything. I just got dragged in because I was around when it happened.
そうなの？
Yeah, the arrest was a lot more of a struggle than the rumors made it out to be. The police told me to keep quiet about it because they were afraid of panic breaking out among the students.
それじゃあ、サトルくんは喧嘩も怪我もしてないんだね。
No, I didn't even know there was blood on my clothes until you pointed it out.
そっか。
I mean, that part is true.
よかった。
She slumps onto her bed as if the tension had just left her body all at once.
私、考えすぎちゃってたみたいだね。サトルくんが隠したがってた感じだったから、それってとか想像たくましくしちゃってたよ。
See, where is this Satoru, huh? Where is the Satoru that is able to think up an excuse on the fly in Hazuki's route, huh? Where was that? I'm really sorry. Apology accepted.
何せ昔が昔だったしさ、サトルくんは。
Okay, I'll really appreciate it if you could stop bringing up my past. I've grown out of that phase. I'm not gonna go around picking fights left and right anymore.
そうだよね。なのに私ったら。ごめんね。一人合点して問い詰めちゃって。
Fine. I'm just glad you care about me, Mayu-senpai. Thank you. But yeah, I gotta say, you really surprised me today.
Huh?
You're usually a pretty calm and collected person, but you got really emotional today.
それはね。
You say today, but it's been like 10 minutes. A self-deriding smile crosses her face as her face slowly lowers.
もう後悔したくないから。だから心配となったらやっぱりためらってちゃダメだよねって。
That's She's likely referring to our days at Fudan. She regrets turning a blind eye towards my plight. Thank you. I mean it.
こっちこそ教えてくれてありがとう。ああ、でも心配かけたくなかったサトルくんの気持ちもわかるからね。だから今のことは私の胸の内に秘めておくから。
Thanks. I appreciate it.
コーヒーを入れるね。飲んでいってくれる？
Sure. It really is nice to have someone who cares about you so much. But it only makes it harder for me to hide the truth from her. I can't tell her who I am. It hurts, but it is what it is. You I'd have to deal with these things when I enter this line of work. So yeah, basically, it was just an innocent worry. That night, as opposed to last, I had good news for Dad. My explanation was that I was at the scene when it occurred. She seemed to buy it pretty readily. I was with her a while after that, but she never brought up the subject again.
そうか。ならば一安心だな。最悪の場合、多少の危険は覚悟の上で、彼女の身辺捜査にかかってもらうことも考えていたが。
No, now that you have shifted the conversation to make sure she doesn't become suspicious again, you need to make her fall in love with you, and you need to continue leading her on until you know for sure that she will never be suspicious of you. Jeez, that's a bit too much, I would say.
そういうことなら必要はなさそうだ。
I appreciate that. I'm sorry I didn't inform you already about us being in the same orphanage.
自分の黒歴史に向き合うことも必要だぞ。特に大人になるためには。
Look, I'm not intentionally hiding it. I just figured it wasn't necessary considering it's more of a personal circumstance. But I did kind of want to keep it a secret from Nanami and Dad.
ともあれ、そういうことなら、式部真由がお前を心配するのはもっともだ。だが、そうなると念のため、派手に動くことになる任務はしばらく控えた方が良さそうだな。また結婚が服について、万が一またそれを見とがめられたら、今度こそ怪しまれるだろうし。
True. I'm expecting more bloodstains. Yeah, that's probably a wise idea. Do you want me to keep a low profile in the meantime then? I doubt we'll have to worry about a follow-up attack after yesterday, but still.
ああ、その辺に関して、ひとまず現状で分かったこと込みで伝えておく。
Did you get some information out of the guys we captured?
取り調べ自体はあまり進んでいないがな。さすがにそうあっさりと情報を提供してはくれない。が、喋らずともわかることはある。例えば、連中の装備とかな。
So you trace them back to their organization by examining their gun models and distribution channels?
いや、調べなくてもわかった。あの装備は、その辺の組織じゃ手配できない。というより、奴らの所属がうちと同じだってことはな。
But evil. What? If we're the same classification, then that means there's another secret government organization out there aside from the SFD. It's called the I don't even know what the SFD stands for. Never mind. We're basically just fighting ourselves then.
落ち着け。同じと言っても同派閥というわけじゃない。捕まえた中にアストラル使いはいなかったし、アストラル対応の特殊装備も持ってはいなかっただろ。
Yeah. All they had were knives and guns.
だからむしろ逆だ。うちの上と奴らの上では立場が違うってことだよ。
What do you mean?
現在政府も国民も基本的にはアストラルを何とか有用すべきという考えが主流だ。しかしそう考えていない一派も存在する。それこそ政府与党内にすらな。
So in other words, they belong to an organization that argues for strict Astron regulation.
そういうことだ。
Does that mean they targeted Mitsukasa-san so they could tip the scale of public opinion? No exaggeration to say that she's currently the nationally recognized figurehead of all astrals. She gets caught up in a terrorist incident that could spark debate about all sorts of issues. Our enemies would hope to capitalize on that discord, sway the public opinion.
だろうな。具体的にどうするつもりだったのかはまだわからんが、少なくともアストラル規制を推進するために三笠綾瀬を捕らえようとしていたのは間違いないだろう。
Which means we've really crippled them after yesterday, huh?
ああ、襲撃が失敗したというだけじゃない。我々にこうして尻尾をつかまれたわけだからな。
They probably won't be able to do anything for a while, and Mitsukasa-san should be safe for that duration.
いや、彼女の身の安全は完全に確保できた。
Cool. What? Really? And from what you told me earlier, I'm guessing you had a very polite talk with them to pressure them into giving up.
ああ、少なくとも三笠綾瀬にはもう二度と手が出せないようにな。だからお前の護衛任務も終了とする。彼女にもそう伝えてやるといい。
Oh, okay. It's like a weight on my shoulders was just removed. Usually it's just shoulder. Okay. Mission only spawned because of a blunder on my part, but I'm still glad it ended successfully.
てなわけで、当面は別名あるまで待機だ。
That means I can date women now.
先ほども言った通り、派手に動かず、のんびり羽でも休めててくれ。
Yes, I will. Thank you. And I end the transmission and plop down on my bed with a sigh. Looks like I won't give Mayu-senpai anything to worry about for the next while. I'm kind of shocked at how relieved I feel about that. What's going on with me? I've also been acting way too careless around her. She's the only person in the school who knows who I used to be as a boy. She's someone I knew before I ever met Dad or Nanami. I guess it's no surprise she's special. Not that I mean anything by that. Yet.
リドルジョーカー。
Look at that smug look. A few days have passed and I'm already back to my daily routine.
発表祭の準備期間中はとても走っている場合ではなかったが、いや、それはそれで楽しく充実したものだったが、やはり朝はこうでないとな。
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Give her a firm nod as we run alongside each other. Good thing everything was a success though.
ああその通りだな。返す返す、本当に良かった。
Not everything is back to normal.
本当だよな。俺らもバルーンアート失敗してたら多分まだ引きずってるぜ。
マジで無事に終わってよかった。おかげで他のみんなの出し物も見て回れたしさ。
わあ、そうだ。スオたちの店も良かったぜ。
あ
それって本当に深い意味はないんだよね。
いや、そうだ、その失言があった。だから違うって、変な意味はねえよ。
Huh? Since the fair's ending, there have been some a few notable changes.
有原くん、失言って何なんですか？
When Kyohei went to take their order, Takashina said he wanted a girl to come, and Sagami said no. Kyohei's fine.
それってまさか。うわ。
Yeah. Yeah, that's how they reacted too. So now he's trying to deny it.
まあ、スオくんは女子顔負けに可愛らしいからわからないでもないですけれど。
Yeah, that's the problem. One of the changes being my relationship with Mitsukasa-san. Bro, but I'm not doing your route yet. You just need to wait a bit more, okay?
発表祭の日、あなたの戻りが遅かったのはそういうことでいいのよね。
I had an honest talk with her after my call with Dad. Yeah, that's basically what happened.
私服の警察官が不審者を取り押さえるために学院の敷地内で捕り物を繰り広げたとこちらは聞いているけど、それは私が狙われていたということでいいのね。
Yeah. But you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Eh?
We've got the group that's been targeting you. We're still investigating their motives, but you should be out of harm's way now. For obvious reasons, though. We couldn't reveal to her that the attackers were part of a pro-Astron regulation group.
じゃあ、あなたの護衛も終わりってこと？
Nope. Sorry for all the trouble I put you through.
それはこっちのセリフよ。発表祭当日だって本当に大変だったでしょうに。
I'm just glad that when we do ISA's route, there's not gonna be any bullshit like with Hazuki's, where where Satra is gonna be like, oh, I don't want to tell her my secrets because she'll be in danger and shit like that. Because ISA already knows. She knows enough, that's all I'm saying. What I went through doesn't matter as long as you're safe. Honestly, you were much busier than I was that day.
有原くん、ありがとう。私。
Must have been hard spending the whole day in a swimsuit. Bro! Even I was a little worried about your pads falling out. Bro, no! That's not... She was being sincere, man.
Huh?
Just because we're not doing her route doesn't mean you have to make fun of her all the time. Well, nothing ultimately happened. So as they say, all's well that ends well.
しみじみ言わないでよ。しかも今までで一
Bro,
番。
I'm tearing up over this. Well, your dignity was on the line.
というか誰もそんな話はしてないわよ。ぶちのめすぞ。
Our mission to protect you is over, yes? But I'll still be attending the school. So, I hope we can continue being friends.
そうなの？
I mean, it'd be a little strange if I transferred in and left within a period or a month or so. I'm done with work for the time being, so I'm gonna take it easy here and enjoy life for a while.
そう。なら、そうね。
Maybe I can date some women, you know, preferably bigger than you, ISA. I mean,
改めてよろしく、有原くん。
After that incident, put her mask back on around me. I guess that means she doesn't see the need to show her true personality anymore. It does feel like she's distanced herself from me some. It's a bit saddening, but it's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing because instead of talking to Ayase, we can talk to Mayu. Even though unfortunately she's a bit, you know, she may be a bit older than us, so there's only going to be rare times where we can, because look, Ayase's in our classroom. So anyway, this is how things were supposed to be. Oh, if I want to see that side of her again, I just have to get closer to her. Don't you dare. Not this time.
俺は単純にな、お前らの店が良かったぜっていうだけで。
ごめんごめん、ありがとね。だってさ、サトル、三笠さん、二条院さん。ありがとうございます。
生の反応をもらえると、やり遂げた考えもまたひとしおだな。うん。
Yep. And it's great to be able to sharing that feeling with your friends. Makes me glad I was a part of it.
本当ですね。私もです。
Working together with my friends to create something great was a very rewarding experience. This is what school life is all about. It's nice being able to savor this lingering sense of accomplishment and joy. Until the next plot point. Lunch break. That's not the next plot point, but right as we walked out the building, Mibu-san noticed us and came running over with Nanami in tow. Hey, what's got you all excited?
聞いてくださいよ。今日クラスのみんなからたくさん私たちのお店良かったよって言ってもらえたんですよ。
Look, as long as there wasn't a disproportionately high number of people that talked about how much they liked Suo, it's all good.
ね、ななみちゃん。あの椅子だけじゃなくて、接客もお料理も褒めてもらっちゃって。
And Kyohei was unusually popular. What?
そうか。うん。実を言えば我々も同じだ。
本当ですか？やりましたね、私たち。
そうですね。全員の力あってこそなんですもんね。
It's like the first time we actually talk about the fair in a different in a route outside of the common route. I mean, you know, we kind of started Mayu's route during the fair, but still.
ってわけで、よかったらこのままみんなでお昼もご一緒しませんか？
Like, where was this in any of the other routes?
もちろんです。喜んで。
Unless I'm like forgetting. I have dementia.
ちょうど僕らもそんなノリで今日は一緒に食べようかって出たところだったんだしね。
ならちょうどよかったですね。
Thus, the two of them joined our lunch group. It feels like we've been getting a lot closer since the festival. But we're still missing one person. I forget Mayu senpai. We better invite her too.
はい、ですよね。
Yeah, we wouldn't want to forget the main girl in this route.
うん。こうなったらやはりみんな一緒じゃないといけない。
サトルくんやるじゃん。私こういうノリまだ慣れてなくて、ついていくので精一杯なのに。
Well, we're gonna be normal students here for a while. We might as well act it. Okay, if you guys are ready, let's go get Mayu senpai.
ん？
Hey!
私？
Speak of the devil. Oh, yeah, we were. Wanna eat lunch together?
もちろん構わないけどそれってサトルくんと二人っきりで
I mean, later. But now, not so much. But what?
そりゃ私とサトルくんは特別な仲だし
Bro. In a sense, yes. Realizing she was thinking the exact same thing I was earlier, my heart skips a beat. But why would I ask you that with everyone else here?
大丈夫分かってるよ冗談冗談
Look, all I'm gonna say is that if she's the same during the hate scenes, that's all I'm gonna say.
発表祭メンツで食べようってことだよねそれじゃあ遠慮なくお姉さんも参加させてもらうね
はいそれはこちらも大歓迎と言いますかそのつもりでしたがこれはそういうことでいいのか
ですよですよきっとよくある話ですもんね
No, nothing's happening. Don't worry about it.
よくある話とは
Nothing. It happened. It'd be too fast if that was the case.
ほらイベントの後となったらつきものじゃないですか
We don't want a Chisaki Route 2.0, where the entire route is shorter than the pre-confession phase, okay?
ああなるほどそういうことですか
ああだからあんな
Okay, hold up. What are you guys going on about? For some reason, they've started whispering amongst themselves.
いや照れずともいい我々も分かっている
Look, it's a bit early, okay? Yeah, but what?
日常とは違うシチュエーションで一緒に同じことをやってきて
うんそれをきっかけにくっつく人もいておかしくないだろう
What? These guys really misread things. I mean, look, I remember when Hazuki walked in on what the fuck Mayu was doing with you, so, like, she may have misinterpreted it a bit.
まあそれを言い出すとここにいる全員にきっかけがあったはずなんだがいやなんで私ではないんだとかそういうことを言いたいのではなくてだな
Hazuki, don't get jealous, man. I just did your route. Don't make me feel bad.
共に苦楽を乗り越えた仲間として我々は全力で二人の仲を応援するぞ
Calm down, please. This is all one giant misunderstanding. I can see why they'd think that when she said our relationship was special, but still, nothing going on between us. Back me up here, Mayu senpai. She, please.
あうんそうかそう思われちゃうよねうんごめんねサトルくん迷惑だったよね
Okay, I was hoping she'd tease a bit more, but no. It wasn't a bother per se.
ないの
No,
とにかくよかったねサトルくん素敵な恋人ができて
I mean, you know, it will happen, just not now, okay? She's not yet.
そうそう私もちょっと調子に乗っちゃっただけだからなんせ今までお昼を誘われたことなんかなかったから
あれそうなんですか
2回も留年しちゃってるしそもそも教室にあまり顔出さないしねってわけで特別というならここにいるみんなだよ
それは光栄です。
That's a good save.
じゃあそろそろ行こうか。いい加減お腹もペコペコだし。ごめんねサトル、余計なこと勘ぐっちゃって。
ああ、そうだな。申し訳なかった。
Nah, it's okay. I just overreacted. Much to my surprise, I was able to clear things up a lot quicker than I expected. I guess I'm in the same boat as Nanami after all. I'm just as unused to socializing as she is.
そこがますます怪しかったんだけどね。
Hey, don't say that. Ah ha ha ha, and then everyone laughed. It all ended with friendly laughter. We're only able to be so carefree because the festival ended, and we've gone back to our daily lives. Things are nice and peaceful. It's good to know that I'll be able to relax and enjoy the rest of my time at the school. Oh, here's the next plot point. So I thought. I thought so.
一丁研究棟を調べてみてくれないか？
No, fuck you. I'm trying to enjoy my normal school life as a normal school student with a double life. That night, Dad contacted me and immediately assigned me a new mission. What's all this about? Said I'd have a break for the next while. Yeah, it's been a while.
それはそうなんだが、あんな証言が取れたとなったらな。
Ah, shit. From one of the guys you apprehended?
少しな。それによると、奴らはどうも学院のセキュリティの状態を把握していたようだ。
Yeah, that's not too terribly surprising. They wouldn't have been able to carry out their mission otherwise.
が、その中に研究棟に関わるものもあったとしたらどうだ？
What?
そっちはそこまで詳しいものではなかったけどな。せいぜい内部構造と警備員の配置くらいだ。連中がなぜそんな情報を入手できていたのか、それはこちらもまだわからない。が、これだけは言える。三笠綾瀬を誘拐するのに研究棟の情報まで必要だったとは思えない。
Yeah, there's more to it than we thought.
研究棟への襲撃も同時に行おうとしていた可能性がある。
But what would people from an anti-Astron faction want that would be in there?
それがわからないから何かあるかどうか調べてほしいと言っているんだ。無論できるようならだけどな。しばらく休めといった手前もあるし、可能かどうかも含めて決行は現場の判断に委ねる。
Based on what he's saying, breaking into the research center is the only option. And since they don't have any hard evidence, they'll obviously want any leads they can get, which leaves everything in mine and Nanami's hands. Again.
どうだ？
Alright. I'll do everything I can. This is my only option. Thanks, writers of the game.
リドルジョーカー。
まあ、私たちの立場じゃね。うなずくしかないよね。
I appreciate your understanding. Thanks.
いろんな意味で日常が戻ってきたって感じだな。残念だったね、サトルくん。せっかく式部先輩といい感じだったのに、また相棒が私に戻っちゃって。
Hey, I'm not opposed to it. But since it ain't your route, stop bringing that up.
まあ、とにかく研究区画の下調べだね。
It's gonna be a lot tougher than sneaking into the school building. So let's be extra cautious.
分かってるよ。サトルくんの相棒なんだから。
Really don't need to stress that part.
そんなことないってば。それよりほら、さりげなくさりげなく。
Anime and I immediately began prepping our mission the next day. First, we checked the security setup from outside by pretending to be lost students. That, of course, gave us the data they extracted from the interrogation. That wasn't enough. We needed to confirm it firsthand. Hence why we're doing what we are now.
データの通りだね。日中から警備員が立ってる。
As they should be, yes. We could probably assume there'll be more at night.
あ、そこにも監視カメラあるね。サトルくん、この距離でもあまり立ち止まってない方が良さそう。
Yeah. Let's pull out after we check this path.
まあ、向こうにも2つ監視カメラあるんだけど。
I know it's normal, but damn, security is tight here.
もう行こうサトルくん。外観から洗うのも昼だと限度あるよこれ。
Yeah. That'll keep a sharp eye out. They'll keep a sharp eye out for students especially. We'll really have to... we'll really have our work cut out for us this time. Venture out at night and examine the exterior of the building alone.
おかえり。どうだった？
I scanned the building on all four sides. Nothing we wouldn't have expected.
とりあえずカメラとセンサーの位置と警備員の巡回範囲を教えて。
Yeah, sure. From what I could make out, the cameras were... She opens up a map of the research center on her tablet. After that, she adds the locations of the cameras and security guards' patrol routes.
確かに校舎とは桁違いのセキュリティ強度だけど。
At the very least, I think we should have no problem getting to the perimeter of the building itself.
だね。ルートとしてはやっぱりこの搬入口の横にある通用口からかな。ただこの図だと内部のセキュリティ体制がわかんないからな。入ってからが問題だよね。
The assailant wouldn't need to worry about being stealthy, but after breaking in. But we, on the other hand, would. Knowing the precise locations of the cameras and sensors is a must if we don't want to get caught. The security on the service door looks like astral authentication.
最悪潜入して少しずつ内部を調べていくって手はないではないよね。
I could. That'd be way too dangerous.
そうなんだよね。現状だととても踏み込めたもんじゃないな。
I fully agree. Hell, we don't even know what it is we're supposed to be looking for. Nice. We're going to need a lot more intel before we can go through with this.
ってわけで現状手をつけられるとしたら式部先輩の研究室になるよね。
Yeah, I guess. For some reason, my mind wavered for a split second. He's right. So hacking her computer is indeed the safest and most reliable method available. So why did I feel hesitant?
でもできればその手もなるべく控えたい感じなんだよね。
Why's that?
例のカードキーを使うのは最小限にとどめたい。というかできるだけ使いたくない。
Oh, It gets recorded in the system logs, doesn't it? Enemy does tamper with the logs, but it's best not to assume it's foolproof. Well, I don't think our unauthorized use of her authentication key has been discovered yet, at the very least.
認証キー自体は正規のものと同じなんだから、式部先輩の行動と照らし合わせない限り、そうそう発覚はしないとは思う。
The more we use it, the higher the risk. And the worst being we have no way of knowing whether or not they've discovered our unauthorized entering. It makes it all the easier for them to trap us.
だから私としては、まずそこから確認するのが理想。
Yeah. So until then, we should refrain from infiltrating my senpai's lab, in which case...
まずは式部先輩にもっと接近して、他の情報入手経路を探るのが最善の手かな。
I guess there's no avoiding it. Wait, though. Why am I hesitating again? It's obvious that this is the only thing we can do. Not to mention, I have a responsibility to make this mission a success. Yeah, you're right. The only way. I'll take care of things on that end. In the meantime, we keep working on security countermeasures and securing the route. Why are you looking at me like that?
そうだよね。サトルくん、式部先輩とは特別な仲だもんね。
Oh, for crying out loud. How many times do I have to tell you? We're not a thing. Doubt she'll let this whole thing go unless I explain the circumstances. She's still sulking and looks a bit embarrassed, so I muster up my courage and start talking. Remember how I used to live in an orphanage before Dad adopted me?
何突然。もちろん知ってるけど、サトルくんのことだし。
Well, oddly enough, my senpai actually lived there too. We didn't really talk to each other though, and she hid the fact that she was an astral to avoid being discriminated against. Plus, my last name changed after I got adopted, so yeah, we didn't know at first until she mentioned something.
だから、サトルくんのこと気にかけてるの？
Partly. She feels bad about not being able to help me back when we were kids at the orphanage, so now she kind of wants to make amends for that. Like she was worried sick when I returned late when we were running the cafe. Apparently she thought I got caught up in that commotion everyone was talking about.
そっか。だったらごめん。うがった目で見ちゃったりして。
No, it's not your fault. I should have told you. But yeah, you can leave her to me. Doing this also means I'll be taking advantage of her trust. I hate to have to do this, but there really is no other way. I'm not an orphan living at Fudan anymore. I'm an astral working for the SFD. I have a responsibility to fulfill the duties assigned to me.
というか。だったらそりゃ、名前で呼ぶようにもなるよ。仲がいいどころか特別な仲なんじゃん。サトルくんと式部先輩。
Stop pouting, please. It's about as special as meeting an old classmate. You're my sister, Nanami, and I love you to death. No girl will ever be more special to me than you, so just relax, okay? Don't sound like a siscon in a different woman's route, okay?
またキモいこと言ってる。
Basically made me say it.
とにかく、お兄ちゃんは式部先輩に接近。私は引き続き、その他の下準備。
That was that. Our objectives have been set. We would begin action tomorrow.
リドルジョーカー。
Mayu Senpai, are you free right now?
ああ、サトルくん、ちょっと待ってね。
Door unlocks, not long following her reply.
どうぞ。
Hey,
はーい、いらっしゃい。どうしたの？お姉さんに何か用かな？
yes, I mean no. Nothing in particular. Just dropping by to say hi.
なんとなくコーヒーを飲みに来たっていうのでもなくて？
I wanted to see you.
Oh.
Look, don't say it like that. Is that an acceptable reason?
全然ダメじゃないけど。ちょっと驚いたかな。サトルくん、今までは何かしら理由がないと来てくれなかったから。
Well, I figured I didn't need to make excuses anymore if I wanted to see you.
そんな可愛いことを言われると大歓迎したくなっちゃうな。
So far, so good. She doesn't seem to suspect a thing. Time to unknowingly lead her on. This was the first thing I wanted to confirm. Now that I know I can drop by whenever without a reason, that makes things a lot easier. When I get in the way of your research though, I glanced at her computer monitor. She must have closed everything when I knocked. It currently shows only her desktop. I guess she'll still keep that stuff secretive around just about anyone. In which case, I'll have to drop by frequently to wait for an opportunity.
大丈夫。いつ来てくれたって構わないよ。
Are you sure you want to say that? I really will start coming all the time. Hang on. Never mind.
お、本当にどういう風の吹き回し？サトルくん攻め攻めだね。
Oh, it's nothing really. I just thought I should stop by more often after seeing how worried you got about me.
ああ、ひょっとしてすっごく気にしてくれちゃってる？重たかったら流してくれていいんだよ。
It's fine. I'm happy you were so concerned. That's why I'm here. I want to reassure you that I'm alright.
そう、それはなんていうか照れるね。
I know what you mean.
うん、でも嬉しいよ。すごく嬉しい。これからもどんどん顔見せに来てくれるともっと嬉しいね。
Sure. I'll try to visit you more frequently. Well, here I am. Hey. Is just coming to your room a bit too imposing, maybe?
そんなことないよ。ただちょっとびっくりしただけで。とにかく座って座って。まさか本当に押しかけてきてくれちゃうなんてな。
He beckons me to a seat cushion while laughing bashfully. It's a little bit of an embarrassing feeling, but once again, it reminds me of the fact that I'm taking advantage of her and I feel bad. Oh well, it is what it is. Boys can only visit the girls' floor during certain hours. I can't afford to waste time.
コーヒー飲むよね。ああ、もう夜だからカフェインは控えたい？
Nah, I'll have some. So you drink coffee both at your lab and in your room? Are you really that busy all throughout the day? I casually scan her room as I speak.
部屋ではのんびりしてるよ。単純に好きなだけさ。
Oh, okay. So is your computer here just a personal one?
これだと重要なデータにアクセスできないからね。それでも研究自体はできなくないけど。はい、コーヒー入ったよ。どうぞ、サトルくん。
Thanks. Man, my job would have been so much easier if she could access the game's database from here. But alas, life is never that easy.
お砂糖とミルクは？あ、夫婦もしてあげようか。
Hang on. No, I'm good actually.
それじゃあまた胸を貸そうか？ふかふかするよ。
Most definitely not. Actually, why are you making all those suggestions? Why are you making all these suggestions?
ごめん、ちょっとテンション上がっちゃったね、私。君が来てくれて嬉しいっていうのを態度で表さなきゃみたいに。
Now I feel really bad for saying no. But I can't let her push my head into those wonderfully large breasts. No, I have to do it. This is all for the mission. Promise, surely.
サトルくん。
I clear the image of Nanami's scornful face out of my mind and stare resolutely at Mayu senpai. Mayu senpai!
私もコーヒー飲んで落ち着かないとだね。
What was that?
やっぱりいる？
Maybe. No, I didn't. Just forget about it.
そっか。じゃあ、私は使わせてもらうね。そっか。サトルくんは本当はブラック島だったか。
Wait. You were talking about sugar? No, nothing. Never mind. I turned down the coffee to hopefully divert attention. It's extremely bitter. God, what am I even doing? With persistence, though, I'm eventually able to obtain some information.
前も言ったけど、研究棟にはたまにしか行かないんだ。身分としてはあくまでも学生だし、やりとりなんかはほとんどネットワーク上で済むしね。それに、そもそも私の研究は中の研究員さんたちとはアプローチが違うし。
What kind of stuff are you researching?
それを説明しようとしたら一晩かかっちゃうな。
I mean, like, that'd give me more of an excuse to spend time with you. I mean...
サトルくんが泊まっていってくれるなら喜んで話しちゃうけど。
See, we had the same thought. Yeah, I can't do that.
そうだね。残念。だからそれは置いておくとして。そんな感じで、行くのは多くてもせいぜい週1かな。
What's it like inside there?
そうだね。いわゆる研究所ってイメージ通りのところではあるけど、各研究室にこもりっぱなしの人ばっかりだから、廊下なんかいつもシーンとしてて病院みたいでもあるかな。
That's interesting. Perhaps there aren't actually many guards inside. And if the researchers rarely come out, the only things I need to worry about are the cameras, sensors, and locked doors.
にしてもずいぶん気にしてくれるんだね。
Maybe. My heart stops for a brief second, but I managed to keep my composure. Yeah, I honestly am. Being a researcher seems like a ton of work.
お姉さん、喜んじゃっていいのかな？
Huh? As long as you don't pull me into your bosom again.
ずいぶん意識してくれてるんだね、私の胸。
I'm not, I swear.
だとしても嬉しいな。はあ、あんなツンツン尖ってたサトルくんがこんな風に私を気にしてくれるようになるなんて。 怒っちゃった？ごめん。私、また調子に乗っちゃったかな。
No, sorry. I was just feeling a bit embarrassed. And the reoccurring pangs of guilt. He's genuinely happy that I'm visiting her too, which only makes it that much worse. And I need to get myself together. I've been getting so distracted.
わあ。そんな顔されると、私まで照れくさくなっちゃうな。また壁ドンする？それとも他ドンがいい？
Huh? I'm not gonna do anything like that. Really? Why would you suggest that if you're blushing?
相手がサトルくんだからだよ。ほら、特別な仲だから、みたいな。
I agree that it is. A special relationship. My senpai knows my past. She knows everything about the person I was before I joined the SFD. Maybe that's why I'm having so much trouble treating this as a mission.
前にも言ったが、潜入方法と決行のタイミングは現場の判断に任せる。いけそうだと思ったら言ってくれ。とにかく今は下手を打たないことが最優先だ。
Right. We'll continue gathering information for the time being.
よろしく頼む。
And the call and swap out the SIM cards. Put my personal feelings aside and spoke of the situation objectively to him. Since he's left the decision-making stuff in my hands, I feel even more pressured to see this through. How's it going, Nanami?
私の意見としてはこれじゃ拉致開かないって感じかな。
I feel that. I haven't been able to procure any useful information at all. We'll have to check if the keycard still works. If we want any shot at hacking her computer again.
日中先輩が研究室にいる時にね。先輩が立ち上げてる状態の PC からハッキングできれば話は早いんだけど。
That's not a very solid plan.
だよね。
Rests her finger on her chin for a moment and ponders. After a few seconds, she looks back up at me with an expression like she's just thought of something.
サトルくん、ほんの10分くらいでいいの。式部先輩の気を PC からそらせない？
What is he gonna do?
リドルジョーカー。はい、コーヒーをどうぞ。
Thanks. Also, sorry for bothering you so much lately.
大丈夫大丈夫。何度も言ってる通り来てくれて嬉しいよ。ただ今日はちょっと作業させてもらうけど、ごめんね。気にせずくつろいで言ってくれるかな。
Alright, thanks. My senpai was happy to see me again today. She appears a little busy, which makes me feel bad about bothering her. But this would work in my favor. Glued to her PC though. How do I peel her away from it? This is the first hurdle in the operation Nanami devised. I look for an opening while drinking my coffee.
今日のコーヒーはどう？
I'm intently observing her when she suddenly asks me questions, still facing the computer screen. It startles me a bit. Great, the aroma feels stronger than usual.
そうそう。いつもはリフレッシュ用ブレンドだけど、今日は気持ちが落ち着くアロマのやつにしてみたんだ。
Did something stressful happen to you?
今日もサトルくんが来てくれるだろうなーって思ったらウキウキしちゃってね。だからだよ。 それとサトルくんが遠慮しないでいてくれるようにかな。
I'm not sure how to respond to that.
それはよかった。こう伝えた時のサトルくんのリアクションも楽しみにしてたからね。期待通りに照れてくれちゃってお姉さんますます嬉しい限りだよ。
Hey, I'm not blushing. I was just a little surprised you were able to tell me what's going on with your face turned toward your... Wait, what? You're able to tell what's going on with your... But she's facing the computer. Your face turned towards me. Turned away from me.
おかげさまでマルチタスクには慣れてるからね。
Hang on, I might be reading that
バ
wrong.
ックログ画面だ。
I was just a little surprised you were able to tell what's going on with your face turned towards me. You mean on the computer screen? Look, it's just a confusing sentence. Not only is she talking to me while staring at the computer, so she is looking at the computer. Her fingers are rapidly clacking away at the keyboard without pause.
サトルくんと離れ離れになってからの生活の賜物ってところかな。
Yeah, you somehow managed to become a researcher before you even graduated. Pretty impressive stuff. Still amazes me. Must have worked her tail off after she left Furon and enrolled it here at Kika Academy. Which just makes her all the more formidable. So, how do I distract an expert multitasker? Okay, why am I acting like she's some enemy?
学生業の方は今じゃほとんどほったらかしだけどね。
Speaking of which, somehow, despite her smarts, she repeated 2 school years. I think she said it was because she didn't have enough credits or something. Can I ask you something again?
何かな。
How come you're not taking the classes you need to graduate? First time I asked her, she dodged the question. How will she respond this time?
まあちょっとね。目的があるんだ。
Gives me an honest, clear-cut answer. On top of that, even pauses what she was doing. She turns around looking at me with a bit of an embarrassed smile. So, like a goal?
だからそれを果たすまでは卒業できない。こうして研究させてもらってるのも実を言うとその一環なんだ。
Do you mind if I, ask what the goal is?
気にしてくれるのは本当嬉しいけど、やっぱり内緒。
She gives me a mischievous smile, then turns around and starts clacking away at her keyboard again. She's really not letting her guard down. She mentioned a goal, seemed pretty important too. But I have any but do I have anything like that? I start ruminating. I have a goal, which is to fulfill my mission. That's why I'm here at Kika Academy. That's not quite the same as what she has. Hers is more like a life goal. I have nothing like that. Honestly, I'm a pretty empty person. Kind of saddening. It's kind of a saddening thought. We were both astrals raised in the same place, but look where she ended up compared to me. So, why am I thinking about these things? Stop it, Satoru. I need to focus on the mission at hand. Anui's counting on me here. I can't let her down. Just what should I do? How do I divert our attention away from the computer?
と
All of a sudden, one loud tap resounds, and the clacking stops. She then puts her hands in the air and stretches her body.
タスク一つ終了。やっぱり肩が凝るな。学院絡みのあれこれは。
Oh, right. I forgot you do stuff besides schoolwork and research. I remember the time she was asked to test me and Nanami when we first arrived at the school.
そうそう、便利使いされてるよ。いろいろ自由にさせてもらってるから仕方ないんだけどね。
She pats her shoulders as she sighs. After all that work she did, and considering her, ample bosom, no wonder her shoulders are stiff. Kinda want to do something to reward her. Wait a second. That's it.
どうかした？
If you don't mind, would you like me to massage your shoulders? Perfect. It's just the thing I can use to divert her attention for 10 minutes. Since I'll be holding her shoulders, I can easily react to any sudden movements and turn her body if needed. Please, if you don't mind.
私そこまで年寄りじゃないよ。
It has nothing to do with it. Everyone gets stiff shoulders after extensive periods of work. Think of it as a thank you for letting me visit even though you're busy. Come on.
だからそれは気にしないでいいってば。
Come on, just leave your shoulders to me.
人に揉まれたことなんてないから、ちょっと恥ずかしいな。
Pretty please.
そんなことはないけど。
Great. Turn your chair around for me then.
もう強引なんだから。男の子だよ、サトルくん。痛くしないでね。
Of course. I'll be very gentle. Alright. Without further ado. That entire conversation went exceedingly wrong.
なんだか変な気分。
Does it not feel good?
気持ちいい。ありがとう、サトルくん。あのサトルくんに肩を揉んでもらえるなんてな。
Gradually, she relaxes her body. Man, your shoulders are really stiff. And don't worry, I'll give you shoulder massages whenever you want.
そこいい。
Mm-hmm. Still particularly stiff there. Gotta give it some extra care.
ありがとう。ちゃんと優しくしてくれて。だからもうなんだかうっとりしちゃうよ。
Slowly closes her eyes and leans her body back against me. This is it. Now's the time. Sit back and relax. I'll be focusing on your left shoulder now. And casually raises my hand from her shoulder, reach into my pocket and take out a small stick. It looks exactly like a USB drive. I look in my peripheral vision and prepare to insert the drive into a computer's USB port.
これを挿してもらえさえすれば、私の端末から遠隔でハッキングできるから。完了の合図まで何とかして敷部先輩に気づかれないようにお願い。それと挿す時も気をつけてね。 PC 側で認識音が鳴っちゃうから、それもうまいこと気づかれないように。
That's a tall order if I've ever heard one. But in terms of risk reward, this is our best option. I'm just gonna have to make it work.
声出ちゃうよ。
Now. Sorry. But I'm gonna push a little harder now. Push deep into a tendon right as I thrust the device into the USB port. The computer makes a notification sound not a second later. Heard the sound, but the biggest question is, did she?
ちょっと痛かったけど、でもそれも気持ちいい。ジンジンしてくるよ。サトルくん、もっとして。
All clear. After a brief few seconds of tension, she loosens up again. Alright, stage 1 complete. I glance over at the monitor again and see numerous windows popping up and closing rapidly. Looks like the hacking is going well. All I gotta do is keep my senpai's attention focused over here. Alright, I'm gonna switch back to using both hands now.
サトルくん、上手。何かそういう経験でも積んできてたの？
I mean, like, Nanami's tits aren't that small compared to Mayu, right? So... no, don't turn around. Quickly apply pressure through my fingers.
それは強すぎだよ。
Sorry. How's this feel?
それくらいでお願い。
I'll try to be more careful. Unfortunately, I don't have much experience giving massages.
なら、これが初めて？
Yeah.
そっか。それはそれで、なんか嬉しいかも。じっくり味わっちゃいたくなるよ。
Okay. I somehow avoided that catastrophe. He seems to like it when I gently slide my fingers across as opposed to when I press hard against her muscles. I continue doing that.
やっぱり声出ちゃう。
You said that before.
誰かに揉んでもらうのが、こんなに気持ちいいなんて。恥ずかしいけど、もっとしてほしくなっちゃうよ。サトルくん、もっと、そこ好き。
Holy. Is it just me? No, it's not just you. Or is her reactions becoming really sexual? Glad she's enjoying the massage because it means I don't have to worry about her looking at the computer screen. Her enjoyment is creating other problems for me. There's this really nice smell, and it's only getting stronger. Potentially a result of her blood flow improving and her temperature rising. The more I massage her, the more I can smell the scent mixed in with the perfume. The smell is definitely coming from her skin. Bittersweet aroma that makes my chest feel like it's tightening. Somewhat similar to Nanami's smell, but also noticeably different. Notably different. I've been feeling pretty tense the start because of how thin her shoulders are. But to be honest, it surprised me when I first put my hands on her. I thought her skin would be more firm and muscly. But I touched them, and they were so thin and it honestly worried me a bit. The skin above her muscle area was so incredibly soft. Made me realize that she's very much a girl. Anyhow,
少し刺激に慣れてきたみたい。サトルくん、もうちょっと強くしてもらえる？
holy. This good?
そう、痛気持ちよ。
Push a little harder into her shoulders, which naturally causes her clothes to get pulled along as well. To make matters worse, she's bending back a little from the stimulation, making her boobs stand out that much more. They look like they're jutting out from her clothes. The shape and sheer volume only serve to stress how well endowed she is. It's a dangerous sight. How's this? Good?
サトルくん、
Huh?
それ、すごいよ。
Bro, we aren't even doing anything. It's just a massage. Why do you have to? This is bad. Her voice is getting louder and louder. Those erotic moans and her deep panting are reflecting her heightening pleasure.
それいいよ。サトルくん、上手。
This is entering really dangerous territories. But I can't stop yet. 'Come on, Nanami. What's the hold up? Hurry up, finish doing whatever it is you need to do. Hurry up and finish doing whatever it is you need to do. My sanity won't last much longer here. I gritted my teeth and continued to massage her shoulders like my life depended on it. Yes, she's finally done. The long-awaited signal from Nanami finally comes in the form of a vibration in my pocket. Give her one last extra strong press while quickly pulling out the hacking device at the same time. Jesus. I finally released my hands from her. The suffering felt like it lasted hours. But I look over at the clock and notice it's been a little over 10 minutes. Can't believe 10 minutes of massaging someone is enough to get me out of breath. Well, to be fair, it was a pretty tense situation. I hope she didn't notice me pulling the stick out.
サトルくん、
Yeah?
激しいんだから、お姉さん壊れちゃうかと思ったよ。
Sorry.
でも気持ちよかった。私強めにしてもらうのが好きになっちゃったみたい。
Don't tempt me, wench. No, Satur. This is not the time to be thinking about how this sounds like pillow talk. Great. I gotta go now, so bye.
もう行っちゃうの？
Bro. I don't want to bother you for too long. Anyways, bye. I rush out of the room as I try to clear my throat at my thoughts. The worst part was that she wasn't even aware of what she was doing. But it's okay. I made it out safely. Mission complete. Damn, those bones were really hot though. Stop that, Satoru.
なんでハーハーしてるの？走って帰ってきたの？
No, it's nothing. Just a really tense mission.
ご苦労様。そりゃそうだよね。相当な難度だっただろうし。私正直、サトルくんが一発でいけるなんて思ってなかったもん。
Are you serious?
相当無理してくれちゃった。何度か通ってもらうような少しずつのやり方の方が良かったかな。
No, one time was enough. I don't know if I could do this day after day. I'd go insane. So did the hacking go well?
うん、バッチリ。痕跡一つ残してないよ。研究棟内部のネットワークにはセキュリティのレベル差があって、あの端末からじゃ全部は無理だったけど。
He pulls up a map on a tablet.
この通り、ある程度の内部構造は把握成功。
Oh damn, that's a lot of cameras.
カメラ情報が出せてるところがほぼ現状で潜入可能な区画って感じかな。
So you can hack any of the cameras listed on this map?
うん。情報ゲットついでに魔法の種もまいておいたから。あとは現場で逐次対応可能。
Nice. Managed all that in such a short time too. I'm impressed.
どういたしまして。ただ、アストラル認証周りは手の出しようがなかったけどね。そこはやっぱりカードキー使うしかないって感じ。
Oh no. Which store requires it, do you know?
うん。間違いなくこれ全部。
Sheesh. At least we have a method of bypassing them.
ああ、ね。カメラ情報ないところに通じてるドアは、あのカードキーじゃほぼ間違いなく通るのは無理。だから、要するにこれは、式部先輩の権限で入れる範囲ってところ。
Hmm. Do some people have restricted access?
そうだね。多分、研究員ごとに立ち入り許可レベルが決まってるんだと思う。
You remember her telling me that she rarely ever goes to the research center. She's not in a position of authority, so it's not a surprise that she can't access every area. This still seems too risky to me. We haven't found a way around the problems of using the keycard yet, but it's our only option here.
そうだね。あれだけを頼りに潜入するのは今後を考えると危険だと思う。ただ、ここわかる？
He points to a large room on the map. Considering the size and location, assuming it's a control room of sorts.
私も同感。つまりここには端末があるはずだよね。それも多分式部先輩の研究室のとはまたセキュリティレベルの違う、より深いレベルまでアクセスできる端末が。
What you're saying is...
ここからまたハッキングを仕掛けてみたい。
If all goes well, we could potentially discover a method to open the doors that doesn't require the fake keycard. You know that there's a limit to the information we can access from Mayu Senpai's lab computer. As it stands, we'll have to do something different if we want to obtain any new information. We need to be cautious about our actions, but we don't have any time to waste. We have the information we need to infiltrate this area in the research center. It's by no means impossible. There's still a risk involved, but nowhere near the level it was previously at. In that case, I know what to do. I'll head to Mayu Senpai's lab at midnight tonight.
うん、
お願い。それでカードキーが問題なく使えるようだったら。
I'll infiltrate the research center as soon as I return.